Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Nero here. So in this video we're going to talk about the two new heroes, Zolrath the Void Binder and Gwyneth the Fair Maiden. Alright, so let's talk about Zolrath first. Let's take a look at his first skill. Okay, so this is also his ultimate skill, Time Rift. Zolrath expends 200 energy to open a time rift. Once inside the time rift, Zolrath will continuously lose 120 energy points per second while he recovers 7.5% of his max health. When Zolrath's energy is exhausted, his health is fully recovered or ability is used again, Zolrath will reappear from the time rift and attack the weakest enemy target for 320% damage. Wow, that's a lot. This ability may be used even if Zolrath is controlled by an enemy ability. Alright, so wow, this is a nice skill. At level 2, damage is increased by up to 380%. At level 3, ability restores 9% of max health per second. So he is very durable and also deals a lot of damage. Wow. This ability is really cool. Alright, so he can also use this skill even when he is rooted or he is stunned. I'm just not sure if he can use this if he is banished or if he is inside folks' coffin. Alright, anyways, let's take a look at his second skill. I'm actually expecting a lot from this hero. Anyways, his second skill is Doppelganger. Zolrath and his future self deal 50% damage multiple times to an enemy. The final two attacks on the enemy deal 180% damage each to any enemy in the attack's path. While using this ability, the two Zolraths cannot be controlled. However, both can receive damage. At level 2, damage of the final two attacks is increased by up to 200% each. At level 3, 230% each. At level 4, 250% each. Okay, so that's quite a high damage there. So I think this hero deals a lot of burst damage, so he's really good. The damage of this skill is like an ultimate skill damage. Alright, so this is quite high. And I think he will really be good at eliminating squishy heroes. Anyways, let's take a look at his third skill, Annihilation. After 18 seconds, Zolrath's normal attack becomes more powerful, allowing his normal attack to deal 150% damage twice per attack. After 45 seconds, Zolrath's normal attack becomes more powerful, allowing him to strike at surrounding enemies in 3-stage attack for 230% damage per attack. Wow, that's a lot. Zolrath's first two attacks are able to knock back enemies, with the final attack causing the enemy to become temporarily stunned. At level 3, Zolrath's attack rating increases by 1% per second until it reaches 70%. Okay, wow, this is really a good hero. Just look at how OP he is. Alright, so I cannot imagine how much damage he will deal when he is equipped with Dura's Blade. Anyways, let's take a look at his fourth skill. Alright, Dejavu. When Zolrath is in the brink of death and all of his allies are already dead, Zolrath will turn back time, causing the battle to be reverted back to its start. Zolrath will maintain the effects of his Annihilate ability even after the battle has been reverted. This ability may only be used once per battle and can only be used in a certain game mode. Sorry. Anyways, at level 2, after the time has been turned back, Zolrath's haste will be increased by 40 points for the first 8 seconds. At level 3, after the time has been turned back, Zolrath's haste will be increased by 40 points for the first 12 seconds. Wow. Alright, so combined with his Annihilation skill, his fourth skill is quite OP. So Annihilation skill is OP by itself, but combined with his fourth skill, he's even more OP. Anyways, let's take a look at him in action. Alright, let's go. Alright, so look at that. So at first, his damage is not a lot. okay? I mean his normal attacks. After 18 seconds, his normal attacks changed. Okay? His damage is really high. Look at that. I think that is his fully stacked Annihilation skill. Look at that. It has knockback and mini stun, and that is his ultimate skill, Time Rift. Okay. Alright, so we cannot see his Dejavu skill or his fourth skill here because I don't think that he will die here, so we will not be able to see his fourth skill. Anyways, I'll try to look for him, alright, and I'll show you his fourth skill, okay? So here we are at the far frontier, and I got Zolrath from the camp, okay? So I just want to show you his fourth skill, Dejavu. So there you go. That's it. Alright, so let's take a look at Gwyneth now. So here's Gwyneth, the Fair Maiden. Okay, as you can see, she is a strength-based hero. I'm not sure why they have made her strength-based. Anyways, let's take a look at her skills, okay? So her ultimate skill is Divine Arrow. Gwinnett fires a Divine Arrow into the sky, which splits into multiple arrows, then rain down upon the enemy half of the battlefield, dealing 210% damage to any enemies that are struck, while also reducing their accuracy by 90 for 8 seconds. This ability cannot be activated if the enemy side of the battlefield is empty. At level 2, damage is increased by 240%. Enemies' accuracy is reduced by 120. Okay, so at level 3, damage is increased by 270%, and the accuracy is reduced by 150. As I mentioned in my previous video, I'm not very impressed by this skill. It's good because it can reduce the enemy's accuracy, means you can dodge more enemies' attacks, or the enemy's attack might miss, but the downside is that you cannot use this skill if there is no enemy on the other side of the battlefield. Anyways, let's take a look at her second skill, Flaming Arrow. Gwinett's normal attack will prioritize the enemy directly opposite her current position. Her normal attacks deal high damage and have low attack frequency. Gwinett's normal attack have 60% chance to become flaming arrows that burn the enemy for 40% damage per second over 5 seconds. At level 2, enemy's health recovery is reduced by 30% while burning. At level 3, normal attacks have 70% chance to become flaming arrows. Burning effect deals 60% damage per second. At level 4, enemy's health recovery is reduced by 50% while burning. Alright, this skill is really good. I take back what I said before, because we only saw the basics of her skill, but at level 4, this skill can reduce the health recovery of the enemy. So this is another counter for Chimera and other heroes that can recover health. And I think she is a direct counter to Antandra and Cetrana as well. Aside from the faction bonus, this skill can reduce their health recovery by a lot. Imagine, that's 50%. Okay? So, anyways, let's take a look at her third skill, Lightning Arrow. Normal attacks have 60% chance to become lightning arrows that can damage multiple nearby enemies for 240% damage with chain lightning. Lightning arrows can also be combined with flaming arrows, allowing the burning effect of the flaming arrow ability to also affect multiple nearby enemies. Okay, that's really cool. Alright, so at level 2, normal attacks have 70% chance to become lightning arrows, and at level 3, it stuns target enemies and any enemies hit by lightning. Alright, this is really cool. So, I really take back what I said on my previous video. She's a great hero, although I will not say that she's OP, but she's really great because she can stun enemies as well, and she can counter a lot of heroes as well. Anyways, let's take a look at her fourth skill, Strength in Numbers. Accuracy is raised by 80 and crit rating by 25% when there are no enemies in Gwyneth's immediate vicinity. At level 2, accuracy is increased by 120 and critical strike damage is raised by 25%. Okay, at level 3, accuracy is raised by 160 and crit rating is raised to 30%. Okay, that's really good. So most of her skills are really passive skills, and she's a very unique hero. Alright, let's take a look at her in action. Alright, so there she goes. There's the stun. I think that's about 2 seconds. Okay. And take a look at her. She fires lightning and fire arrows almost every time. Okay. She's really nice. Okay, there we go again. Alright, so all I can say is that this hero is really good. Although, I cannot say that she's that OP, but she's really nice. Alright? So, anyways, I will show you their signature items. Okay, so this is Zolrath's signature item. By the way, shout out to my friend God from the test server. He's the one who gave me these screenshots. Alright, so anyways, back to the topic. So look at how OP Zolrath will become once you max out his signature item. So at plus 30, damage ignores defense rating and damage immunity effects of enemies that have less than 40% of their max health. So he can also instantly kill Brutus and other heroes. Alright, so especially those squishy heroes with low HP, because ignoring defense rating means that their defense rating will become 0 in the eyes of Zolrath, so he can deal a lot of damage against them. Alright, so yeah, this hero is really cool. Anyways, the downside of it is that for F2P like me, it'll take time before you can ascend Zolrath, and also before you can max out his signature item. Alright, let's take a look at Gwinett's signature item. Alright, so here is Gwyneth's signature item, Shooting Star. So, skill Focus Fire. Okay, attack rating is raised by 10% when in close proximity to allied heroes. Alright, so at plus 10, attack rating is raised to 20%. At plus 20, ability effects are raised by 50% when in close proximity to allied heroes. And at plus 30, attack rating is raised to 30%. Okay, so this is really a good skill as well. That 30% damage increase in attack rating is a lot. And I didn't mention this earlier, but actually Gwinnett so far is the hero with the highest attack rating in AFK Arena, maxing out at 59k damage at level 240. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. You have a great day, guys, and peace.